The government reported today that the economy added 151,000 jobs in February, even as the unemployment rate ticked up a tenth of a point to 4.1%.
Nancy Chen tells us the employment landscape in the country is changing as more Americans who've been working from home return to their offices.
In January, Amazon joined the growing list of companies mandating a return to the office 5 days a week.
Does anybody have ideas for how we can make the summit more effective?
The retail giant allowed us a visit with some of their workers at its corporate headquarters in Seattle, where it's the city's largest employer.
People back in their cubicles, is this the new normal?
Yes, this is the new normal.
Rena Palumbo has worked on Amazon's market research team for more than a decade.
What was it like being back in the office full time?
It was a bit of an adjustment for some because it's really nice to be able to, have the flexibility to work from home, but it's also isolating and can be a bit disconnected from your team and your community and the business.
At one point, the tech-heavy city had the country's highest ratio of remote workers at more than 30%, leaving much of downtown Seattle empty.
Now, with those 50,000 Amazon workers commuting to the office, local businesses are experiencing a boost.
Thank you so much.
A trend seen around the country. The occupancy rate in 10 major cities bottomed out at about 15% during the pandemic. That number has since risen to nearly 55%. The new Rainier Square Tower is considered a sign of Seattle's revival, now mostly full.
Would that have been unimaginable just a few years ago?
For a building that was completely vacant 5 years ago, yes.
John Miller works for CBRE, the world's largest commercial real estate company. Last year, his team in Seattle closed more deals than ever.
I would say we're on the edge of a revival. We are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
There are just so many reports about the death of downtown.
Even in real estate, it's cyclical. Life is cyclical.
Rena Palumbo says her 45-minute commute is a worthwhile trade-off.
It's been sad to see sort of Seattle fall asleep over the last 5 years, and it's nice to see it wake back up again.
And Nancy Chen joins us now. So, Nancy, does the data here include all these federal workers who've been losing their jobs?
Well, this is the first full jobs we've had since President Trump took office. But keep in mind, it doesn't show the majority of the impact we'll see from all those DOGE layoffs. That said, it paints a very similar picture to what we saw last month of a strong yet slowing labor market.
And Nancy, quickly, is Seattle like other cities in the country?
While there have been major gains in Seattle and nationally, real estate leasing is still far below pre-pandemic levels, which means that there could be some good deals for businesses out there, including lower rents.